You're a walking block of energy. iPhone, tablet, MacBook, and a mobile power bank. Must be nice to have access to more electricity than most of the world. I mean, you even experience anxiety when this happens. Who would have known that anxiety can be labeled as a luxury? Can you believe that New York and the entire sub-Saharan Africa uses the same 40 terawatt hours of energy a year? Mind you, New York's population is 19.5 million, and sub-Saharan Africa is home to 791 million people. Yep, that's a serious problem. Here's something else to think about. 1.3 billion people, or 18% of the global population, do not have access to energy. This leaves 1 in 5.6 people unconnected to our global community, and they are forced to live in the darkness. More than 95% of these people live in developing countries, and 84% of them are in rural areas. Not having access to energy cripples everything we take for granted.
When you are hungry, all you want is food. How long does it take you to cook food? And do you worry about safety? In the rest of the world, there are 2.6 billion people without clean cooking facilities and have to rely on wood, coal, and other pollution-causing fuels. Have a broken arm? Well, it's time to go to the hospital. What would your panic level be if a surgeon is forced to operate on you in the darkness without all the machines? As a student, we also take school facilities for granted. Imagine walking into school and not having electricity to read the words off the page or being forced to study in the dark. Not having energy also means you're forced to study in an environment that nature dictates. Have you been able to pick out where the energy deserts are yet?
But don't worry, these energy deserts are starting to garner the world's attention and steps have been taken to mitigate the problem. The most effective solution comes from the cooperation between the government and the free market in the form of the Power Purchase Agreement. It's a legal contract between an energy generator and a powerful purchaser that stipulates that the generator will be in charge of all the capital and operational costs, while the buyer needs to pay a constant amount for a certain period of time. Examples include Jordan, Uruguay, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Brazil, Southeast Asia, and etc. India also has signed many PPAs with various renewable energy generators such as Gridco for 510 gigawatt hours of hydropower and a few wind and solar power generators. Brazil, from 1992 to 2013, has signed more than 100 PPA or concession agreements for generation, transmission, and distribution. In May 2011, Jordan's Ministry of Energy called for investors to install a series of small to medium-scale solar and wind energy powers ranging from 10 to 80 megawatts, for a total of 1,800 megawatts for the country.
Jordan has represented a successful, expedient example of the PPA method and can serve as a template for countries in the energy deserts around the world. Incentives make program easier to implement. When offering solution, it's our duty to make sure the solutions are sizable in both national and international context, and should offer immediate relief. Our proposed solution offers quick but well thought out steps that are sizable and promotes the cooperation between government policies and the free market.
This level is reserved for areas that achieve cohesiveness in their sustainability efforts, while the previous levels focused on technical and political aspects of solving the problem of energy deserts. This level is where these aspects work in a network to promote their most positive outcomes for the area. This network must be legitimized by the inhabitants of the areas. At the center of our solution is promoting a sustainable lifestyle to all inhabitants in the area. There will be more energy at hand for various communities, but less energy we use, the better. Our goal is to conclude on the idea that energy deserts provide a great opportunity to make the world even more sustainable, because the people of these areas will live a completely sustainable lifestyle with help of ample energy. This change will revolutionize the world.